Hello, what's up, Kachi gang? How are we all doing? I'm here watching the sunset by the beach. As you can hear the waves in the background. Ugh, sorry, I'm still waking up. I just bring you here today, guys, just to have a talk to you about what I want to achieve in this journey. Yeah, basically, I talk about my goals, what I want to achieve in life, and why it's important for me anyway, and my opinion on why goals are so important. Something that you have to write down, something that you have to manifest in a way. As weird if you don't believe in manifestation or anything like that. Having a goal is something that will keep you working towards the step. As we keep talking again and again and again, as we keep talking again and we mention about the compound effect, which is basically how small little things will eventually add up to something big. For example, easy goal, very easy, something basic. Oh, I want to hike a mountain. You want to hike Snowdon. There you go. And for you to hike the mountain, you have to start working in the right direction, you know? Basic common example of the compound effect, the compound way of life. If you want to hike Snowdon, you need to start walking, right? Up this mountain, step by step by step by step, or get the train if you want a fast track. But that's cheating. Fast track, you don't get to enjoy the journey. You need to start putting the steps in the right direction to get to that goal that you want to achieve. Otherwise, you can stand still and Snowdon will still be there. Snowdon is not going to move. When you start walking the right direction to the top of Snowdon, that's you walking towards your goal, right? Every single step, you will get closer to the summit, you will get closer to your goal. You can do the opposite way. The compound effect can work against you. You can start walking backwards because you're not putting the right steps to get to your goal. You're putting the wrong steps, therefore you're getting further and further and further away. One of the clear examples that I read in a book, it's called The Compound Effect, by the way. I recommend it, I loved it. It explains this way of life that I decided to take on me. So that book about the compound effect, I honestly really recommend it. They explain this way of life, of what it means, how it works. And one of the best examples I like about it was smoking a cigarette. If you were to grab a cigarette, and we all know smoking is bad, there's no secret to anyone, it's bad for your health. And his example was, if you were to smoke a cigarette, and you knew as soon as you smoked that one cigarette, the next day you will have all the health damages the cigarette brings, or the cancers, everything else that brings you to, just by smoking one cigarette. Will you still smoke the cigarette? Was his question. I mean, I'm not sure about you guys, but personally myself, I wouldn't. I don't smoke anyway, but because we don't see that, and we keep doing it, we keep smoking, our health slowly deteriorates. Again, it compounds against us. So when we least expect it, we're already down so low that it's so hard to come back up, because now all the health damages have already built up behind you, and it's just become so hard to make it back up to square zero where you started when you started smoking, and then make it above that. It makes it so hard because you already worked against you. I think you guys get the point. The point of this, why I am here and why I want to do this, is just because one of my goals, I love the environment, and especially being here in Australia, I realized that actually nature is quite fragile. I've been here, I have seen the cassowaries in the wild, been to the Great Barrier Reef, I've seen many rainforests. I haven't even explored the whole of Australia, literally just in Queensland, from Cairns up, and it is amazing, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. But I've seen how nature is quite fragile. And how, for example, when I was scuba diving in the Great Barrier Reef, I saw the coral bleaching, and the bit that the corals, when they were not bleaching, they were actually quite nice, they were beautiful, majestical, honestly breathtaking. If you haven't watched the video, go and watch it. The whole thing with this point that I want to make, it's I love nature. Nature's one of the most beautiful things out there, and it's so fragile, the ecosystem we have. And I know we heard this again and again and again and again. But one of my goals is to buy a lot of farmland, something where a lot of the forest itself has been cut out of it, right? Something where literally there is a forest in the background, and then it's all cut out. And what I want to do is build the forest back up. I'm not sure how big of land it's going to be. I'm going to try and get the biggest land I can possibly get. Again, I'm not really sure what exactly is going to be in it, but I want to try and get it, and I want to build well, not build, just help the forest come back. Give back to the forest, give back to nature. Anyway, that's just one of the goals that I want to do. That's something that passionates me, something that I love. I love hiking in the outdoors. I love nature myself, and that's just something that I really want to do. Second goal I want to do, guys, for you is like, I want to build a positive community. I want to be able to hopefully motivate you guys and inspire you guys to get out there and do what you love, to get out there and enjoy your life. Because there's only one thing that's for certain that I have learned, is that life, you only get one, and you can be miserable your whole life, or you cannot be liking your life at all, and you cannot do nothing about it. You can be just sat there watching Snowdon in front of you and not hiking it, or you can just be sat there and just walking away from Snowdon, because that little bit of hassle that's going to give you so much gratitude and satisfaction, or whatever it might be. I'm not talking money wise, it could be anything that will work for you, anything that will make you happy, and you can work backwards and just make it worse, and that's going to take longer for you to come back and hike it. So that's just one of the things that I hopefully inspire you guys. That'll be amazing. Even if out of 1,000 people I can inspire one, that'll be amazing, because we are here to make the world a better place. Another thing that I want to do, especially after being over at the Great Barrier Reef, I cannot do much for global warming at the moment. At the moment I cannot do much at all, really. I want to be able to put the right steps in place. As harsh as this sounds, I need some money to be able to buy land and make the forest come back. I also want to do something amazing for the oceans, and obviously Great Barrier Reef is clean, but being from Colombia, I know how littered the ocean is and how much litter can cause a lot of damage for the ocean. And yes, I know a lot of people are already doing this, people are already doing that, this and that. Doesn't matter, because it's the compound effect, right? The more people do it, small little things will eventually add to big things. So what I want to do as well for the ocean is my goal is to pick up over 10 tons of rubbish from the ocean. Again, this is just starting of the journey, starting of everything. Also, and I know this is talking about the environment, and I know this is very contradicting, but I want to be able to show like the outback, the Australian outback. It is beautiful, it is wild, there's everything. But the only way that we can get out to the outback is by 4x4s. Unfortunately, your average Tesla will not survive the outback. And how do you charge it? Just stranded, and then you're really polluting, because I left a car that broke down, electric car that broke down, probably the battery's going to leak after a while, and who knows what's going to happen. And you pollute the environment more than you would just by driving a 4x4. So I will buy the most environmentally friendly 4x4 I can buy, sure, but I do want to buy a 4x4, modify it, take you guys to the outback, show you some amazing scenery, amazing content, show you the wildlife, show you like what it means to me. That way you guys get to experience nature, and we get to, I mean, you will, as you've seen in like the scuba diving video, you might even see impacts of global warming, like it's just make the whole world aware. So I need to find ways to save up. I normally invest in the stock market and the crypto market, so I'm going to be able to save up to build that cash. I'm going to save up, and I'm going to set up a separate bank account or so, with just savings for that project, for the forest project that we're going to work on and we're going to do. I plan to partner up with people, not agricultural, some like nature environmentalist that knows the forest, because building a forest is not just like planting some random trees and growing it up. It needs to be the perfect ecosystem, just like it is behind me, with some random trees that I don't know. I mean, there's some coconuts here because they're tropics. But you get the idea. We need different trees for different animals to come back. So we need to go and find those seeds to plant these trees and make them come back and everything. So we need to do that. Also, by doing that, by getting environment specialist people that train, that know exactly how the whole rainforest works. That way, when we get a piece of land that is close to the forest, we can literally help it grow back as fast as possible. I will show you guys the whole progress, because you are here in a journey with me, and it will be amazing for you guys to see what it is now to what it will be. Again, we haven't bought anything, but that's one of the plans that we have. The cleaning ton litter from the ocean. There is this bit of rubbish, I'm not really sure, somewhere towards the US coast. That apparently is like the biggest rubbish pit out there, and that's where everything collects. Have you seen those boats that pick up the rubbish? So the plan is to get some of those boats and just go and collect as much rubbish as we can out there in that bit where everything is collected, pretty much is collected there. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be. I'm not sure if it's even possible. I'm not really sure why people haven't done it. Maybe it's impossible. I don't know. I mean, I said 10 tons. I'm not really sure how long it's going to take. It might take years to do. All I do know, and I'm 100% certain about it, is that it's going to cost. So again, I'm gonna have a separate savings. I'm gonna get a job in Australia here as well, and I'm gonna save money. I'm gonna save it, put in mutual funds, hopefully grow it, because then again, this too, the forest and the cleaning of the oceans are long-term projects. That's gonna happen tomorrow. The long-term projects, they require a lot of investment on it. So please hold me accountable. I have this video out there. You guys can hold me accountable to it. For me, that is my success. If I can help nature in any way, shape or form, definitely that is one of the things that definitely will make me very happy and very proud. I'll be happy if I could help nature, if I could forests come back, if I could see wildlife come back, if I could see the cassowaries habitat getting bigger, and instead of animals going extinct, the population that's growing back up. That would be amazing. Another goal, just kind of like a personal goal that I want to do. I submitted for a first video with Rjorke. Meet Rjorke. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. Basically, he's like calisthenics. He got me into this calisthenics kind of workout side of thing, because I've been seeing his videos on TikTok and I got absolutely inspired by him. Like, wow, I want to do what this guy's doing. So at the moment, I've been posting my social media, just a few moves that I can do. Nothing special, don't get me wrong. Nothing amazing compared to what Rjorke does. But I do want to get to that level. I do want to be able to build my endurance and get to that level. And again, that's the steps by steps. I have been doing my research, reading on it, and I'm slowly going to get some building on it, eventually become stronger, and be able to do the calisthenic moves that you guys know the moves I'm talking about. If not, go and watch the video for Rjorke. He does some moves, gets you an idea what I'm talking about. That's just another personal goal that I want to do. And again, the steps to do that is literally just doing the little workout step by step to get to that level. But anyway, those are the main goals that I have at the moment. Obviously, there's lots of little ones, little steps to get there, little trajectory to get there. But I do want to achieve, and I do want to hopefully make a difference. I do want to hopefully inspire you guys to do what you want, what you consider satisfied. If you guys want to follow me in this journey and watch me and support me building this forest, support me clean up the oceans, showing you guys beautiful nature all around the world, not just Australia. I have many things planned that I want to do. Honestly, guys, if you really want to help and support me in this journey, please subscribe and give it a like and share this video, and that's how we're gonna do it, gang. Anyway, gang, I love you guys. Catch you all later. Peace.